So the next item.
Why are you laughing?
Because Chase has been fidgeting with that old phone line and he's popped the cover of it off and he's trying to be sneaky and get it back on. But I know the sound so well from being a kid that I know exactly what he's having an issue with, and it's really entertaining for me. And I think Chase thinks I'm going to be mad at him, and what he just found out was that I'm not going to be mad at him. I just think it's entertaining. Okay, so with this character study, once you bring up the character study, Lord Almighty, child. Once you bring up the character study, this is where you're going to look at them individually. And I will give you a heads up. I did borrow this format from somebody because it's a nicer looking format than what I would do. And it had some details. But it also means that Steve Randall's last name is spelled wrong. Yes, I did try to change it. No, it will not change. Yes, it does bother me. No, we will not let that interfere with the fact that you can still do this well. So what it's asking you to do, just as the directions say, in chapter 1 and 2, we meet many of the main characters in this novel. List the characteristics, attributes, physical and personality traits, and important connections of all the greasers in Ponyboy's gang. They are listed below in the document. A lot of this takes place in chapter 1, but we find out more about them. Okay? I did attach inside of the Outsiders chapter 1 and 2 review guide, I did attach a copy of the Outsiders PDF. Okay, so you do have a copy of the Outsiders. You can also, if you're in class, use one of the copies of the books in the case over here. Okay, but you're going to analyze and tell me what each character is like, because if one thing we should know about this book is that the character development and the way they interact is the most important part of the book. The gangs are the center of the book. Okay? I also did forget to mention that this book takes place in Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's why we talk about rodeos so often in the book, is that they do deal with a lot of rodeos. So this is a bigger city, but it is much more rural. Oklahoma is 2 states west of us. So there's Kansas, and then there's Oklahoma. Well, it's actually south of Kansas and shares a border with Texas. Somewhat south. We can actually get to Oklahoma by crossing across the 44. Okay? It does. It takes a little bit, about 5 hours, 6 hours to get to the edge of Oklahoma, at least to the first toll road. All right. Now, the next thing you need to know is that on Wednesday, when we come back, you will have a quiz over chapters 1 and 2. You'll have a quiz over chapters 1 and 2. I did give you a copy of questions that will help you review. They are not the exact questions that you will have in the on the test. If you review these questions, and you do not have to complete these questions as like a write-in answer, just knowing the answer to them is enough, you will do fine on the quiz. Okay? But you need to study for it. These questions will help you. So will doing your character studies. Okay? Again, you don't have to answer these questions, but using these questions to understand will help you be ready for the quiz on Wednesday. Looks like most of you are working away. You guys have any questions, concerns for me at all? You are welcome to share ideas amongst each other, discuss things. Just don't copy answers directly from each other, which I'm sure you're all aware of at this point. All right? Make sense of what you got to do? Would it help you guys if I made the character study due on Tuesday?
Yeah.
Take some pressure off of you getting it all done today?